In this video, you're going to learn the exact entry and exit strategies that made Andrew Aziz over $54,000 in profits in less than 2 hours of trading. There are 2 real-world trading techniques to learn from this tutorial. Take notes, take your screenshots, and give this video a free like.
All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. We had some amazing trading day at VWAP Traders community, thanks to our great friends in Tesla and the White House. So what we did have today, a very nice trade on the Tesla on the long side and on the short side, and of course PLTR was an amazing trading opportunity to us that we traded live in the chat room. And of course YouTube as well. Carlos is trading live on YouTube with really great content, with really great explanation. And yeah, you can join our live channel and see the trades. I trade in the chat room, but I come at around 10:30 into the live YouTube channel, answer questions and everything that we are having. But you know, Carlos is doing an amazing job trading live. So I'm holding my abundant VO1 BCLT position. I have some TQQ and I have some covered calls on TQQ that is going pretty well right now. But let's go into the trading that we did. Especially PLTR was the biggest trade that I had, and a lot of people did trade PLTR. And I want to talk about the strategy that we traded for PLTR. So PLTR is one of the strategies that it's one of my favorite strategy. What I would call is a bullish engulfing crack. In this case, this is a bullish one because at the open it was really weak. The sellers tried to sell, and short sellers try to take advantage of that, and then suddenly the buyers jump in, and this candlestick is big enough that is actually overshadowing, overlapping the previous one. And that's what we call a bullish engulfing. So it's engulfed the other ones. So that's a complete show of a battle that is going to be lost in the benefit of buyers. So this is it's one of my favorite patterns. It doesn't happen very often, but when it happens, it's very powerful. What makes it super special is that it actually crosses the VWAP with heavy volume. And that's the moment that actually I really like to get very heavy on that. So I use 5 minutes to recognize and find this pattern, and 1 minute is the tactical entry for me. So I always look into the smaller time frame as the tactical entry. So you always need 2 time frames, 5 minutes and 1 minute. 5 minutes is more strategic pattern recognition, and then 1 minute is the tactical that you attack into that. So let's go through the 1 minute and see how we traded that one. Is again in the pre-market, it was doing really well, establishing some very clear nice levels in the pre-market, sold off, and then suddenly came back up with a heavy volume, and really could get the VWAP. And this holding the VWAP was something for me that I went long heavy on that, popped up very strong for the higher pre-market. I covered something and I realized that okay, this is a really good trade. I added more bigger size in there, boom, big one, and this 125.60 was my ultimate target. Came down back into this, I added more, I held my average after all of this entry was somewhere around I think it was below 124. It was like 123.80. Again, this and this, the average of these 3 are going to be somewhere around here. I didn't get a stop that, and then boom, on the last push I got I got exited, and the last piece I got it here just below the VWAP, and it does that. And of course what happens here is it did consolidate above the VWAP, eventually broke out all the way up to 127. I think it's on the daily chart it looks, I mean, it's still far from all-time high, and it's kind of an inside bar, but that was a great trading opportunity for us. Tesla was the other one that we traded really nice. So I was short on Tesla from the trade war, Twitter war that they had yesterday. I covered my position at the open with a loss because it gapped up. I wasn't expecting to gap up, so I covered my position with a loss. And then I seen this is kind of an also engulfing, but on the 1 minute chart. So really sold off, came back up, and I took it the trade long for a 1 minute open range break up, and then boom. Not only me, a lot of traders like Jared in the chat room and Brian, they took it through either call options or TSLL. And so from below 299 all the way to 302, and then I got to stop at the last piece. And then I flipped my position to short because I thought that this is going to go down. It really stopped me out after that. And then I took another short on it, which was above the VWAP. And this one is not really my fully trade book, but what I liked about it is because at this time, from 940 to 945, market ripped higher, but Tesla didn't. So Tesla really acted as a relative weakness in the market, and I said, okay, has the head been on it? Already tried to go higher, it couldn't. Already rejected the highs one time, so I went short. I added more, and as you see, it really dropped significantly, and I covered my shorts here around 291. I was expecting it to go lower. It didn't go lower, and as you know, the people who know me, always the last piece is going to come almost at the break even. So kind of, after this and this, my break even was somewhere around here. So I eventually, after this recovery, I covered all of my positions. So and it turned out to be a very profitable, amazing trade. So as you see, I didn't really make a lot of money on the short because I had an overnight loss on that trade. NVIDIA was also something that I'm having trouble with. NVIDIA recently, it's a little bit choppy. And I went long NVDA for the opening range breakup, and I got out of it because I had a bigger position on PLTR, and it did eventually move the one move that I was really expecting to get in the chat room. I really wanted to get that move, but again, I had a much heavier position on PLTR. Sometimes we really need to focus in on one of them. NVIDIA seems to me a little bit difficult to trade right now. The daily chart looks like it wants to go through 145, but it's really giving me difficulty in the breakouts. So maybe I should really let it go. So that's the NVIDIA position. And Tesla, yeah, Tesla is interesting. What happens with this company really depends on how its CEO really behaving with the government. So of course the government has so much power not only over Tesla but also all the holdings of Elon Musk. So already president has threatened that they can cut contracts and of SpaceX. So this will be very interesting. So far it's been a quick bounce, but and I hope and I'm expecting that these two are going to reconcile somehow. Even I wouldn't be surprised if in the next few days they're going to come and in the White House and having a meeting or something like that, because they're the two most powerful people in the free world. So and they need each other as well. And then already Bill Ackman said that I support peace, and then Elon Musk came and said, oh yeah, you're not wrong. So it's already probably reflecting, and that's not a great idea to go head to head with Washington. We'll see. Again, I'm not a long-term investor of Tesla. I mean, I own Tesla through the VO position and the SPY position. It's part of a SPY, but that's what diversification is important, because then you're not your holdings and your lifetime investment is not really in the hand of the mood of one person or one policy. It doesn't get impacted. You do get impacted, but a little bit. So diversification is the key. And I still see a lot of retail traders that are really going into single individual stocks, and I really never understood why they're doing that, because you can't go all into one individual stock, even if you 100% believe in the future of it. See the mood of the CEO and the decisions that they can make can impact it. And the volatility is also a very big element of your investment portfolio. It's not only the returns, the volatility. Are you able to stomach this kind of volatility or not? That's why I really believe in, for the long-term positions, in a 60-40 portfolio, or maybe a little more stocks in there, and then just hold the growth and see the compounding power on that. All right, guys. Let me know what you think, and all the best, guys.
You can continue to learn realistic trading strategies by clicking any of these playlists. See you on our morning live trading. Let's trade together.